Alright, welcome to my Disney Villains Bundle gameplay and review. So in the largest bundle available, it's 3,800 V-Bucks for 13 items. You can buy everyone sold separately though. Captain Hook is 2,000 because he comes with an emote. Maleficent is 1,800 and Cruella De Vil is 1,800 as well. So I'm going to go ahead and buy the big bundle because that does offer the most value for your buck. But 3,800 V-Bucks is very, very pricey. Keep that in mind. That's about $32 for 3 skins. Of course, you get 3 back blings, 3 pickaxes, and an emote. However, if you watch this review and you like one skin in particular, obviously that's the route to go. Either 2,000 or 1,800. So whichever one you like best, that may be your best bet, but if you like all 3 or even 2 of them, then obviously this bundle is the way to go. So 3,800, let's purchase this. I'm running out of V-Bucks here. Here we go. So we got Captain Hook. It says rule Neverland with an iron hook. He's by far my favorite, and he's the most interesting to me because he's got a hook for a hand and a big plumed captain's hat. So I don't know how he's going to look in game, but we're going to find out. He, of course, is from Peter Pan, and his Lego style looks pretty clean here as well. Maleficent is from Sleeping Beauty, and she also had a new movie called Maleficent. It says the mistress of all evil. Probably one of the more well-known villains in Disney. She's got a brilliant color scheme there. Love that darker purple, and then the jet black, and her face is like that teal color. Her Lego skin, okay, not as impressive to me as Captain Hook's, but it's not bad. And lastly, we got Cruella De Vil. It says cold-hearted fashion connoisseur. Obviously, she hates Dalmatians. She's from 101 Dalmatians. And I don't know, I kind of wish they made her younger. I know in some of the movies she's older, and then in some of the remakes we just had, she's younger. So they kind of went in between. She's not too old, she's not too young, but she's wearing that Dalmatian coat. And I absolutely love her Lego style. Look at that. She's got red hands and red feet. She's got the best villain hair of all time. I love that black and white mixed together. Back blings, we got Hook's flag. It says, fly your colors across Neverland. So the good part about this, some of the samurai skins have flags like this, but they protrude toward you, whereas this one lays flat, so that's good. His pickaxe is the captain's foil. It says best paired with a vicious left hook. And it's got a skull on the hilt of the sword there. Now, as for Maleficent's back bling, it's called the Maleficent's Raven. It says this raven won't fail you. It's been a while since I've seen Sleeping Beauty, I'm not gonna lie. And I know, again, she just had a remake of the movie, and I think they changed the name. I always thought it was a crow when I was growing up, but apparently it's a raven. I think in the original Sleeping Beauty it was called Diablo, but I haven't seen the new remake. I just know they changed the name of it, but there it is. And it's reactive, so that's cool. And then her pickaxe is Maleficent's scepter. That actually looks like the scepter if I remember correctly. It had that yellow orb on top, and that's reactive as well. And then for Cruella De Vil, she does have a handbag for a back bling, and it says it's luxurious, of course. And her pickaxe is the De Vil's Grill, which is part of her iconic car that she drives. It says stop for no one. And then TikTok is the emote. This is for Captain Hook. It says if you can hear it, it's already too late, referencing the crocodile that bites his hand off and eats him. That's a pretty cool emote. I kind of wish all of them had an emote. I'm not going to lie. Whether they be built in or not, I'd love to see Maleficent do some magic. And I don't know what they could have done for Cruella here, but I think an emote would have been awesome. And where's the gliders? They should have 100% at least made her car a glider. That would have been epic. And maybe even a pirate ship for Captain Hook. And I'm not sure what they could have done for Maleficent. Maybe something with an apple. But they didn't do anything like that. So a little disappointing that there's no glider and only one emote. And there's no wraps for any of these either. So a little bit disappointing. But let's see how these look in-game and how they play. Okay, so we're going to start with Captain Hook. I've got all his accessories here. For a glider, I'm going with Jack's ship. Obviously for Jack Sparrow, that's the best pirate ship in the game, I think. Now for a wrap, I've got quite a few reds on here. I don't know which one's gonna match. It's pretty much red and yellow. All right, here we go. Captain Hook with Jack's ship. Now, if I remember correctly, this is reactive, right? Like I can shoot the cannons, so that's pretty sweet. I think most people should have this because it's a 100% free glider. This is awesome. You trigger the cannons left and right based on your aim down sights and shoot button. So I never did get to review this, but that is so clean. And it's not ginormous either. It doesn't take up a lot of the screen. That's a great glider. I love that you can shoot the cannons. Captain Hook would be proud. Okay, so here we go. Captain Hook, you can see his back bling kind of ripples by itself. You don't even have to move. It ripples in the breeze there. Let's see what happens when you do move. Looks like his hat and the plume have a little bit of physics. I'm a little surprised. His hat looks like it's a different color than his cape. I don't know. Maybe it's just the color scheme on my map. I can't tell. Let's take a look from the front. I think they did a fantastic job on his design here. I love his cape, and I'm not a big cape fan. I just like pirate skins in general. This is like my... First of all, he's sharpening his hook, by the way. That's actually kind of funny. This is like my 6th pirate skin in Fortnite. And I'm trying to see if his pickaxe is interactable. He does have a sword sticking out there, but it doesn't look like he withdraws it from that, so that's unfortunate. Let's take a look at the pickaxe. I'll do the pull-out sound and the swing animation. Here you go. Okay, that is actually a beautiful withdraw. I was trying to remember if the pirates like Jack Sparrow do that. I know they had a pretty fancy withdraw as well. That is great, though. I mean, very, very impressive. Same thing for the slash there. I mean, this has swashbuckler written all over it. I love Captain Hook. I love Peter Pan. So that's really cool. Obviously, no contrail. Or you get a little bit of white in there. That's about it. I doubt there's going to be a splash, but let's see. Well, it's not exactly your typical splash. It's more of a white spark. All right, let's turn the lights off real quick. Okay. Here's from the front. Yeah, I really like the design on Captain Hook here. There's the swing at night. And the splash at night. Let's test on my friend Venom Pool here. No, nothing really fancy there. Let's get in a limb, see if anything happens with the back bling. Nope, nothing doing there. So no reactivity. Kind of figured that. Now the moment of truth, how about his aim down sights? With the hook and the plumed hat, is it going to be a disaster or is it going to be manageable? Alright, well, the hook is not an issue at all. That's nowhere near as bad as Edward Scissorhands, which was all over the place. Obviously, the plumed hat is pretty obstructive up there, but it's not as bad as I thought it would be. I can deal with this. Now, matching this color red is going to be a chore, I think. Okay, that's 2 maroon. How about the pistol? That one actually doesn't look too bad. Okay, here he is with no back bling. That's equally impressive as well. I think the flag adds a little bit to the character, but if you don't like it, then hey, it looks just fine without it. One of his sleeves are ripped as well. No, that red doesn't really match either. So I'm going to have to fiddle around with the reds until I match that pretty accurately. Let's check if the hook messes anything up with scopes. Okay, so here's the first scope. Crouching, no. Can't even see it on this one. How about this one? Nope, nothing doing there. Here's the sniper scope. And when you crouch, nope. So no issues with scopes whatsoever. Okay, and lastly, here's his emote. It's called TikTok again. Can't really see much from our perspective. So I wonder if Captain Hook does anything special with this. So he kind of made a mischievous face. We'll try it on all the skins and see. So that's Captain Hook. I am very impressed with this. Not bad at all. In fact, this is probably going to be my favorite skin. I like it. Let's try Maleficent next. She's got all the reactivity. All right, here we go. This is Maleficent from Sleeping Beauty. So the first thing you can notice is that the back bling is heavily animated. That raven kind of looks around and puffs his chest out and fiddles around on top that orb. And it's actually a pretty solid back bling. That's not bad. Let's see. Can you pet this back bling? I don't know if it'll let you. No, no option to pet. Okay. Well, we're going to test the reactivity in just a second. What happens if we jump? Well, he stands pretty steadfast on there. What about when you sprint? Well, nothing bothers the raven. Interesting. So just a beautiful looking skin. She's got that nice purple color scheme mixed with the black. So this wrap that I chose, I think that goes quite nicely. That's not bad at all. There's quite a few black and purple wraps, so you shouldn't be hard-pressed to find a good one. Now, as for the aim-down sights, yeah, her horns kind of protrude a little bit to the top. You can see to the left, and you can kind of see in between the horns, so it's not that big of a deal. So, not as bad as I anticipated. Here's the crouch. It actually is definitely manageable. And I love that there's purple mixed with her horns up there. That's a perfect color scheme. Let's take a look from the front. I always say this, but that violet or that purple mixed with black in Fortnite looks phenomenal. I bet this is going to look great in the dark as well. She just looks like a true villain. This might be a fan favorite for sure. Let's check out her pickaxe withdrawal and the swing. Here you go. I'll be quiet. Now that is a pickaxe. That is awesome. So let's see. You got like the raven talon, which is gripping the orb. And it's yellow in color, but when you swing it, it's got a beautiful contrail. It's like this gold mixed with purple magic. Very clean. I bet the splash is going to be phenomenal. Okay, a lot more yellow gold than I was anticipating. I thought it was going to be like a big starry explosion of that purple. There is purple mixed in there, but it's more yellow. So here's the contrail in the dark. Yeah, that's real nice. Very impressive. And there's the splash. So the pickaxe is 100% reactive, as is the back bling. Let me just make sure I have those turned on real quick. So for the pickaxe, you can literally turn it on and off. So I'm going to leave it on. For the back bling, you're supposed to be able to turn it on and off. It says selectable styles, but there's no styles to be had here. So that might be a glitch. So you may be able to get a free refund for this eventually, because there's no way to turn this off currently. Here's what she looks like in the dark. So it looks like the inside of her cape glows a little bit, which is surprising because I thought it was the same color as her outfit. Yeah, that all does look the same color, so I don't know why only certain parts are lighting up in the dark there. Alright, let's see if it's reactive to weak spots. I believe that is the reactivity, yes. So you can see it turns a nice green from yellow to green when you hit the weak spot. So let's see how long that stays. Okay, not too long. So that is the reactivity. As soon as you hit a weak spot, everything glows green. The bottom of the pickaxe as well. So I didn't even realize there was another orb down there. So let's swing it while it glows. Yes, changes the contrail completely. I'll keep swinging until it fades back to yellow. There you go. Wow. How about the splash then? Does it change that too? This is going to be interesting. Again, here's the normal splash. That goldish color mixed with purple. I'm going to do this quick. Yes, it does. That is awesome. 10 out of 10 pickaxe for sure here. So that is really clean. Changes the contrail and the splash. I love that. Okay, let's try it on a real person here. So you can see the yellow mixed with the purple. Let's get in the limb with it and see. Well, yeah, let's do it. We're going to watch the back bling too, because I'm assuming that's going to turn green. Here we go. Oh, man. Okay, that was sweet. The Raven literally squawked. And it turned green as well. Okay, so we got to test a few things. First of all, let's trigger the reactivity on the wrap and then hit him. Will that change the splash? Yes, it does. That is so cool. Okay, now watch the back bling again and listen to what the Raven says. I'm going to turn up the volume. Here you go. I mean, it doesn't say anything. It just makes a noise, but here you go. So that's very, very loud. I don't know if enemies, I doubt they'll be able to hear it, but your teammates should be able to hear it. So the orb that the Raven is on makes a very loud noise, and then the Raven makes a squawking noise as well. Not to mention, if you have the pickaxe out, it's going to turn the same colors. Wait a minute, did the pickaxe react to that as well? I think it did. Hold on, let me get in a limb from a distance and withdraw it. Here we go. It did. So the pickaxe is reactive in 2 ways. Wow. So that's awesome. This pickaxe is amazing. As is the skin. I am thoroughly impressed with this one. I thought Captain Hook was going to be my favorite, but man. Okay, let me get another elimination. I'm sorry for eliminating you so much here, but I'm going to stay aim down sights this time and see if we can see anything special. Here we go. Okay, so when you're aiming in, it's not as impressive because you can't see it at all. I mean, I guess if I crouch, it'll be better, but yeah, let's just do that. I gotta eliminate you again, I'm sorry. If I'm moving while I'm crouched, then you're gonna be able to see it better. And this one will linger too with the reactivity, so you can change the contrail. That is awesome. I love this. Very, very cool. Okay, let's do the TikTok emote and see if she does anything different than Captain Hook. No, it still makes the same face. How about when it rings? Should look at it. Yep, surprised. And then kind of an evil look. So apparently Captain Hook doesn't have anything special when you do that emote. I thought he might, but nothing doing. Let's just try with the scope on. Nothing there. Nothing there either. So that's great. This is definitely the best skin so far. Now remember, you're supposed to be able to turn the reactivity off on both items. Let me take the back bling off since I can't turn the reactivity off on that. The pickaxe will turn it off as well. And I'm assuming it won't do anything now. Still has the sweet contrail. So she doesn't look bad without the back bling. But I feel like you definitely need that because the reactivity is so cool. The green glow, the noise of the Raven. It's pretty sweet. All right, let's hit a weak spot. Yeah, so if you want to keep the contrail and the yellow, turn the reactivity off. Not bad at all. All right, last skin, Cruella De Vil. Let's get her equipped. Okay, here we go. Cruella De Vil. This is probably going to be my least favorite one. I like 101 Dalmatians, but it's just not my favorite. Like I said at the start, though, her hair is my absolute favorite thing about this character. So actually, the jacket that she wears, which presumably is made out of Dalmatian fur, looks pretty good. But you can't really see much. I mean, it takes up practically everything on the skin. You can just see the top of her black and white hair, and that's it. The back bling flows quite nicely, though. Kind of merges right in there, at least on the right side. How about from the front? She's got some sleek jet black pants on, and red boots and red gloves. So a little bit of maroonish red mixed in there. I think all three of these characters look really, really good. I was expecting some big old goofy looking skins, but these are pleasantly surprising. Now, she should have the best aim down sights out of everyone. Absolutely, the fur is just a little bit bulky on the left, but other than that, this is perfect. This is the cleanest one yet. Obviously, she doesn't have any hindrances above her hair, and it's not even that bulky of hair. So really clean. Here's where she crouches. And here's with this weapon. Let's try a pistol and a shotgun. So looks good. Definitely the cleanest, like I said. How about the pickaxe? Let's do the pull-out sound and the swing. Here you go. Alright, so this is definitely the least inspiring pickaxe. There's no real special effects here. I didn't really see a contrail either. I doubt it's going to have a splash, but let's just see. Yeah, this is pretty much a lackluster pickaxe. Out of all three that we've seen, this is the worst one. How about in the dark? I mean, I get... Okay, the headlights turn on, so that's kind of cool. I get what they did with it because her car is such a pivotal thing in the movie. And again, I'm just extremely disappointed they didn't make a glider out of that. That was one thing they really should have done and could have done, but they didn't. Instead, they turned it into a pickaxe. So it is cool that the lights turn on. In the dark, nothing glows on her. So the coat really is the highlight of this skin, I think, and you can't take that off. Let's just see if anything glitches with scopes. You can see a little bit of the fur. Nothing too dramatic there. Same thing with this scope. Just nothing bad there. Well, I doubt there's going to be any reactivity here, but let's check it out. We'll try the pickaxe too. It kind of makes a different noise when you hit someone. Almost like, I don't know, car parts hitting a person, I guess. All right, let's see. Maybe the lights will flash when you get in the limb. Let's turn the lights off. No, I didn't see anything special happen there. Okay, so let's get one more limb. I'm going to aim in with the pistol. I didn't see the bag do anything either, but let's see here. Aiming in. Nope, didn't see anything special there either. Let's take the back bling off, although I can already anticipate what it's going to look like. Yeah, that's not bad. I think you could use her definitely without the back bling, but it did kind of merge a little bit into it because half the handbag was the same as the cloak she has on, so that was kind of cool. But yeah, if you don't like that back bling, she looks fantastic without it as well. And the cape does have a little bit of physics, nothing too spectacular. Sometimes you can see the maroonish color, but yeah, it's not bad. So this is definitely my least favorite skin out of all three of them. Captain Hook is just pretty sweet all around, but he does have the worst aim down sights, and Cruella has the best. So, I don't know. Depends on which movie you like best and which villain you like best. So there you go. I was actually very impressed with these skins. They did such a fantastic job. I can't wait to see more Disney villains and possibly some heroes. But if I had to rank these, I would say by far Maleficent is the best. The color scheme, top notch. The reactivity of the pickaxe and the back bling are phenomenal. Great, great skin. Then I would say Captain Hook. I know a lot of people might not like the plumed hat and then the hook for the hand when you aim down sights, but I can live with that, and I love pirate skins like this. Perfect. My least favorite is Cruella De Vil. Not really the biggest fan of the movies, and not really a big fan of her as a villain either, but she didn't look too bad. Pickaxe wasn't the best, and the back bling was just okay as well. So to each their own, but that was my rankings: Maleficent, Captain Hook, and then Cruella. So is it worth 3,800 V-Bucks? That is a hefty price tag, like I said. If you're a Disney fanatic and you can see yourself running at least 2 of these skins, then yeah, I think it is. But if you only like one of them, then you're better off just buying that one and not the other 2. Still though, I like what they did here, and I can't wait to see more Disney collabs. This is great. So there you go. Let me know in the comments, what do you think about these first 3 villains that we got? I'm definitely impressed. So there you go. That's all there is to it. Hopefully you guys enjoy this video. A like is always appreciated, and don't forget to use my Support-A-Creator code, which is Tabor time.